Hey YouTube! So today I have decided to do a little everyday series that means, which is going to be called the 12 days till Yule. Since I am finding that there are so many ideas that are coming up a lot that I want to do video wise for this time of the year, with all of the holiday and the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything that comes with it. So I figured might as well make a series and might as well do it a video a day, just so I can kind of like purge all of my feelings about it and see if anyone else is feeling this. Probably because I am a new witch and this is my first Yule, so that's probably bringing up a lot of things, along with just the fact that last year I was extremely disenchanted, and finding my spirituality and all that again is now bringing up a lot of new different things that I kind of want to talk about. So first things first, since this is the first day of 12 days till Yule, I have felt a huge resurgence with actually this time of the year, and it's kind of been a mix of the fact that I wasn't beforehand. I was disenchanted because I never felt a spiritual connection to Christmas. I don't think I've ever gone to church. I was under the more Christian veil of things. I never really considered myself a Christian or anything like that. My family didn't go to church on the regular, and so if I did go, it was because I was kind of dragged, or that was what my more religious side of the family was doing. And so I never really felt all that spiritually connected to the day, and I think that just really allowed for the commercial side of things, the materialistic side of things, the whole just stuff to really invade. And then once you get older and you realize that stuff isn't really all that important, you're like, well then why the hell are we doing this day? Why are we causing all this stress? Why are we doing all these things? Ever since I kind of went really down my path in witchcraft and I was really attuned to the wheel of the year, and Yule for me was one of those where I was like, really? Like the amount of things that are basically pagan and based in roots and have real meaning and real significance, of the cool things that I really love to focus on and embody them in a really great way, are all here, and they're all things I was already doing. And so it really has helped me to kind of re-look at these familial traditions that I have as a sort of commercialized, because it's not commercialized, it is a tradition that was actually probably passed down through old pagan ancestors. Specifically, I did a DNA test not that long ago, and I found out that majority of me apparently is Germanic of some sort. I'm very German, of that region. I thought surely more Italian or something else, since that's where I believe most of my family comes from, but apparently no, the Germans are strong. So this is really finding all the different things attuned with my ancestry, and going into all the Germanic pagan things with the tree and all of that stuff really has realigned myself with the magical part of this time of the year. And I'm definitely looking at this time of the year entirely differently. I'm not looking at it as a rush to the day as I did when I was younger. I'm not looking at it as, oh well, there's the fun stuff we do together, but really it's just more stress because I have to do with family. I'm really taking time and really looking at how do I do the tree? How do I think about presents? How do I look at lights and that type of sacredness, and fire and the foods that you eat? So bits of enchantment and spiritual connection are really alighting for me, and I kind of wonder if that is the thing with other pagans too. Has anyone else kind of found that when they're looking at the Christmas idea of things, when they realized it was all pagan and that there was actual meaning, that these weren't all just things that people did to sell more stuff? Like there's still a bunch of that, right? Like Santa's red suit came from Coca-Cola, but Santa Claus did not. And trimming up the tree with all the ornaments, doing all these shiny things and decorating a certain way, that's very commercialized. But having, furs and evergreens in your house, that's a very old tradition to signify life and rebirth, and that the sun will in fact come back. There's so much about refinding traditions and going back to the past and unearthing a lot of old spiritual and ancestral things that came along with this time of the year. And it always bothered me before. I was always like, there's no connection to this. What part of the baby being born does that have to do with the fat man that comes down the chimney? Like, it doesn't make no sense. And that really bothered me, that there was no connection. Everyone's like, well, that's a regional thing. It's like, no, actually that was a pagan thing. And I'm seeing the history and learning where that all came from. And I think that's something so important to us, really, to know our history, because I think you refine magic in the old traditions and things like that when you actually know why it is. I am really excited to kind of dive back into the old traditions that my family kind of always held, and I'm really excited to start my own for this time of the year because I'm refining the magic in it, and I'd love to hear any, like, if any of you guys got amazing Yule traditions that you're gearing up for, that you're going full ham on, let me know in the comments below. So anyway, there will be a brand new video up tomorrow. Anyway, I do new videos apparently now every single day all the way up until Yule the 21st, 12 days in a row. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you're all about it.